Hey, this is Ron Coddington from Military Images World Headquarters in Arlington, Virginia. We are 535 miles away from James Island, where in 2 days will be the 155th anniversary of Fort Wagner. So I want to welcome all of you as you're beginning to show up tonight and talk a little bit about a few topics. I see Patrick Stewart has joined. Hello, Patrick. Welcome. I'm sure we'll have others coming along as the show progresses. So I want to thank everybody for their response on Facebook. We have at least one image that was submitted that we'll look at a little bit later on in the program. We've had a request to give an opinion of it, so we'll do that. Tonight, though, I want to talk about our general theme, which is going to be personalization. And I want to start off with a little story for everyone. And this goes back to 2004 in Manhattan, where a porter was going through his usual duties one day and came upon one of his residents and part of an elderly couple, and they were getting rid of a lot of their possessions. And as the porter was walking by the couple's apartment, there was a box. And inside that box was something that caught his attention. What caught his attention was a series of letters. Hello, Doug, welcome. I will continue with the story. This box had letters inside of it, and the letters were curious looking. They were older letters. And so the porter picked them out. And he took them out because he thought that his brother would enjoy seeing them. His brother had an interest in history. So the porter in Manhattan sent them to his brother, and his brother kept them, took a look at them, found them interesting, and then tucked them away. 15 years later, or actually 14 years later, he came across the winter issue of Military Images magazine. And he saw an interesting photograph. And I'm going to share that with you just as soon as I can. Hang on just 1 second here. Okay, we're having a little bit of an issue. I want to share a screen with everybody. Hang on 1 second. Okay, hang on just a second. While we have... Hey, hang on just a second. Okay, I was hoping to share a screen with you, but I'm not able to do that at the moment. So I am going to continue telling about the story. The image that was seen in the magazine was a gentleman named Moses Brown, and Moses Brown was in the 1st Rhode Island Infantry, and Moses was present for the first Battle of Manassas. And that image of Moses Brown, for those of you that recall, he was wearing a satchel and it had his name personalized on that satchel. And so we don't know really a whole lot about Moses other than he was from a wealthy family and he had tickets to go on a trip to Europe with his family. And as soon as he found out about Fort Sumter, he threw away the tickets and enlisted in the 1st Rhode Island Infantry. Now, what the porter's brother sent to me was those letters after he found out about the photograph that he saw in the magazine. And those letters came in this week, and I'll show them here. There are nine of them all together, and they're written in 1861, and they cover all of his military service, including a description of how he came to throw away the tickets that he had plans for Europe, and also a battle letter in which he talks about his experiences at 1st Manassas. So stay tuned for details on that as we begin to take a look at what his military service was all about and share an original letter from his military service. I'm going to end this broadcast and come right back to everybody, and I'm going to share a screen that has a bunch of new information. So everybody hang on, I'll be right back.